I went out, and the devil was in these streets. I'm gonna say that. I'll leave it there.
What was she wearing?
Shit, black Air Forces.
On a female?
Air Forces. Wild, bro.
From Scarborough.
Hammertown.
Of course, even worse.
Hammertown, bro.
Hey. God damn. The pits.
We avoid temptation. We yea, do I walk in the valley of the shadow of death,
I shall fear no evil. Okay, church boy.
You hear me, babe?
See what I'm saying?
You hear me?
Are these mics on?
You say it?
Are we live?
None of them.
Do your little intro, boy. Let's get into it.
We here?
Yeah, we're doing it.
All right.
I will.
Welcome to another week of the HNTRS CLUB Experience podcast, whatever you guys want to call it.
This guy keeps changing the name.
It is. I just call it the HNTRS CLUB. That's it.
You said HNTRS CLUB Experience podcast.
It's an experience.
That's a
podcast.
mouthful.
Whatever. That's pause. That's pause.
We're not saying that. Not this episode.
And drop that shit right here.
To HNTRS CLUB.
Sound effect. Yep.
Yes, sir. Ski.
We're right back in it. The HNTRS CLUB. I'm your host, Splash of Bailey's. This is your host.
I'm
Henny Nose. Sponsored by bday water. One day.
Where you at?
What's up, gang?
Yeah. Got a young boy in the building. Rolling up as usual, trying to get me fucking stoned. I told you guys a little story about last week. Last week was Mill's birthday. I think we were out for like 5 days straight.
Every day these guys are partying.
It's not cool, man.
These niggas are partying.
It's not cool. Honestly, my liver was begging me.
What was it saying?
Honestly, it was like, yo, fuck you. It was like, fuck you. You're not about this life no more.
Why?
You can't handle this.
You can do whatever you want to, man.
Because I was out there in these streets drinking mixed drinks, juice.
Oh, juice,
bro. What am I doing with juice, bro? What's going on? I need straight liquor. That's
straight
and water.
Yeah.
That's that way I can wake up at the 8
the next day.
8 a.m., 9 a.m., get my workouts in, feel wholesome.
Because we got to get it in, you know.
Also, no dark liquor, all that shit. But
that's racist. Why not?
Fair enough. No dark liquor. No, because Hennessy is a pandemic in itself.
Well, how you say my name like that?
I'm not you. That's the full name.
Huh.
I gave you your Henny.
Oh, okay.
You know what I'm saying?
Okay. This guy's talking about a different person.
Your Henny. Don't worry about that.
So Hennessy's the what?
Hennessy is a pandemic in itself.
Panda.
Basically. I'm going to tell you that. It's nigga juice.
Nigga juice.
Nigga juice.
Why do you say like a 1920s old
Henny
Proctor?
Hits, you ever see Gilly? Gilly's out there on Instagram. He had
That's what
3
he's
shots at Henny. He videotaped himself throwing up the next day.
Yeah, Henny Demics though too also. On Twitch.
That's a real person?
Henny Demics. You don't know Henny Demics?
No,
You know Henny Demics? That's academics when you be drinking late at night. That's when he makes that content. That's when he becomes academics. Is when it's late night on a Twitch stream. And he's just going off, calling people this, saying this.
He goes in.
The outlaws, because he's like on some next level rant rave thing going on in his brain. He's like, yo, fuck this.
Who hurt that guy?
Holy shit. I don't know.
Honestly, I don't think he's hurt.
I think that's just how he is.
His job. This
is
his career. He makes a living off of trolling.
Yeah. It's not, and the good thing about, is this something I noticed about him too, is that he knows that this is all fake. You know what I'm saying? So he's like, okay, bet we're making content. All right, bet let's turn it up.
Yeah.
Let's turn it up. He makes it. He understands. I'm putting on a costume now, and I'm going to do that. And that's what it is.
It's a costume. I think he
just notches up
the opportunity because he positioned himself as a journalist, right? He said, I'm going to say what the hell I want to say when I want to say it.
Yeah.
And I'm going to be extra with it.
Well, yeah.
So be extra.
He has to be different. That's what, hey, Stephen A. Smith.
Hey,
same thing, different spectrum.
You know what I'm saying? Different spectrum, but Steven be dropping. Honestly, academics does drop facts.
It's the same. Yeah,
he does drop
it's
facts.
The same shit,
points,
bro.
But he does instigate shit to a certain extent.
It's not instigation if you can't handle the pressure.
Bro.
Some of these people don't understand that they're in the game. You see what I'm saying? If you know you're part of the game, then you can go ahead and have this little rant between him and you. And you just go back and forth. Everything's friendly.
Yeah,
that's why I think he tries to set up sometimes. He's like, okay, we can beef online. We just cool. Everything's but we're just turning it up.
They're cool though. When he brings Whack on the show, he be talking about Meek and shit, and Meek trying to keep it civil on his politician.
Yeah.
And then he inflates an issue and then calls Meek at the same time.
Yeah, man.
To make a man either look bitch or look real. It's crazy, man.
Yeah.
It's crazy. I rate it though.
The boy don't back down though. I like it too.
I do rate it.
You know what I'm saying? Don't back down. It doesn't matter if you're part of the G's or whatever. He's like, I don't care. I'm still pressuring you guys. I don't care. And he's like, you guys are part of the game. You're not going to touch me.
The game is the game. We had an after show. We need like a Patreon or something like so we can do our real conversations after the show.
OnlyFans.
You know what I'm saying?
It's gonna be OnlyFans though.
When we get into real
thanks.
Fire. When we do it,
earthquake,
lava, lightning.
OnlyFans isn't just for that.
Thunder.
Yes, it is.
Mostly.
For Gal?
DDG has OnlyFans stuff. He shows people how to like make money.
Yeah, but like, is the issue is the perception? You see? Yeah, but the issue is the perception. You see what I'm saying?
You're right.
Too many people saturate that market with like that next content. Yeah, you're trying to save it because you have your stuff on there. I know. Don't worry about it.
I thought it was just for Simpson.
Move on.
This guy said it because you got your stuff on.
Move on, bro.
What stuff?
I just thought it was for Simpson girls.
That's the majority.
Yo, so how was niggas weeks? What niggas get up to, bro?
Oh, you know, you got to do a check.
Yeah.
Hit that.
Wellness check. How you feeling, Ish?
It hit the wrong button. Okay.
Yeah, how you feeling?
I'm feeling good, bro. I can't complain. I'm waiting for this COVID shit to be done. Got like a week left.
COVID?
Fact.
Of COVID?
It has a date. March 1st. It has a date.
I guess.
You know what I mean? Technically. Technically,
but
it's
I
over.
mean, it's just these mandates on a municipal, what is it, a provincial level. I think federal, they're going to exercise something bigger.
What are you going to try to do?
Hey, man, small wins at a time, you know what I'm saying?
Micro winning.
I respect that. Yeah. I like that. Micro wins.
Micro wins.
Small wins every day. How you feeling, Henny?
I'm feeling good, man. I'm just tired. Long week. Doing some bullshit at work, but good long week. You know what I mean? I'm dressed like a inmate right now at fucking at Kingston or something.
Hey, that's that Hunters Club though.
You know what I'm saying? This is the old shit. But yeah. But I'm feeling good. Just tired. You know what I'm saying? We do these podcasts, these weekly catch ups real late at night. And I'm just usually my bedtime, you know, because I got sciatica on my knees be coming out. I gotta oil myself down with the rub A4. I didn't smoke none. No. I'm just gonna pray though. It's all good. It's all good.
Cataracts and stuff.
Arthritis, cataracts, double hernia, all that good stuff. But
how do you have a diagnosed knee right now?
Self-diagnosed.
Yeah, okay. Sciatica, this guy said immediately.
You heard that word, eh?
From sciatica. Hey, holla at Henny. He has remedies.
You know what's funny? You know what's funny? Because I used to be managing a restaurant way early too. Yeah. And these people would be inviting me out to go to whatever. Let's go to bar. No, it's not PC. This guy one time, man.
Fam, it was voluntary. You made it seem like it was an accident.
Moving on.
I didn't know you got wet.
Moving.
That's it.
I'm more than that. I'm more than that one story. All right. Nah. Let me tell this one. Hit it. All right. So they'd be inviting me all the time, whatever. And I'd be like, oh, and you know me, I just don't like them. So I was like, nah, I'm not hanging out. But I said it straight. I never said that. I never said it straight. I had to bullshit. So I was like, oh no, I gotta, my leg hurts, or I got my back hurts, or I always said some shit like, oh, I'm so old, it's my bedtime. Meanwhile, I'm hanging out with these niggas at Sneaky D's or some shit, please. I just didn't want to hang out with them. You know what I mean? Because I didn't want no work life mixing with my personal life. It's like I really hate y'all, and I really don't want to be around you.
You should see Henny's fake smile at work. It's the funniest shit in the world, bro. Henny he be bartending. He be back there.
That was way back.
Somebody pulls up on it, like he'd be pissed. He'd be like, "Hey, how you doing? Yeah, I can get that for you for sure, no problem." And then he'll look at me with a smile and he'll be like,
Kanye West. Immediately.
He hates these people, bro. You don't like humans.
So what do you guys think of the Jeen-Yuhs?
Oh, we're gonna go into that.
Yeah.
Hold on. Let the boy catch up with this thing, then we'll get right into that, dude. But I would do want to talk about it. Yeah, for you gotta. I just did mine. You know what I'm saying?
It's all good.
You skipped him completely.
Straight. I'm here still. I'm alive, bro. We came off I'm telling you, we came off a 6-day. All right, you okay?
How are you,
Mr. Hanky? Why you scratch? Like you're right.
Hey, so we came off a 5-day bender from Mills shit. We were drinking, we were partying. Like, hey, we woke up. We got lit. We went back to apartment 200, and then this week we were back in there on Thursday, and that shit was crazy.
Be living in that bitch.
We had Henny out there real late too. Henny don't really go out like that, but we had him at apartment 200
because I didn't have to wake up early the next day. That's the only reason.
As a matter of fact, you were out twice in the last 7 days, bro.
Was I out twice?
Hell yeah.
No, I wasn't.
Mill's birthday, last pod, and then our event.
You guys called up Bills on the phone?
Bro,
my work schedule was different that week.
You're not even live.
That's why I'm done. I'm in my bedroom attire.
I'm experiencing this any version in the metaverse right now.
Why is it in the metaverse?
No, because I just seen you apartment 200, shades on, all that stuff. I felt like I was with you guys back in the day, I'm in the metaverse,
I'm not that old, y'all.
No,
this guy be saying, I see. Let me. No, but exactly, because that's when I see Ish. When I see Ish, I was like, oh shit, Ish is out here. It's gonna be a good night, Yeah. But hold on, back to what you were saying though. I'm not that old, nigga. I'm saying that. No, but I say that to say this. You can't be like, oh, I actually see Henny out in glass.
I gotta do that.
That's what
we have to do that.
No, you were looking real virtual.
I was different.
You look like Avatar store. You're
Yeah.
definitely an Avatar store.
That's the look.
100%
Don't worry.
Avatar.
I got that look already. I got that look
You
ready.
and Alvin are in that.
Yeah.
Hey,
plugged
you know
in,
what it is?
fam.
It's the change, bro. He's gonna come
You
with
need
the
to
thick
change.
joints.
Just wait till I get my veneers like Alvin got it. It's a wrap.
Relax,
It's
bro.
already-
We gotta get the pineapple cuts back.
I'm
right?
getting. Oh, you want? I can
Well,
bust those up.
You have
Just
the
I'm
found
so
them?
poor. Yeah, I can get those. Again.
Oh, okay.
I'm just so poor. I can get the girls back on though. You guys talking about like 2015, 2014.
Yeah, get the pineapple cuts, bro. Me
I
and Henny
do.
used to put up the Lost and Found back in the day. Shout out to Lost for
Shout
the
out Lost
memories
and
and
Found,
legacy.
Mickey
That
Manish,
was
you know what it is.
amazing, man.
Shout out to Ryan Riddles for popularizing the pineapple cut girls.
Yeah, man. Hey,
Guy
man.
knows his shit.
The Toronto
Guy
wave
knows
is
his
Toronto
shit.
wave. You know what I'm saying? Start somewhere.
Hey, Henny used to pull up in that bitch. Henny didn't even smile at the top. He's just like,
It's like, you know, it was like 2015.
Yeah.
it was a got all the things back in the day.
Yeah. You need your girls back then, man.
Hey, but I'm
so
feeling
cheese.
good.
I lost mine, man. So
I was
cheese.
upset. I had the one too. I had one.
You had one.
I
Yeah,
lost
remember
it
that.
on New Year's
Yeah.
because I was drinking the Ace that night, feeling super nice at this frat party. Remember, there's a spot at St. George and.
Oh yeah, you're talking about the Brandon B's
back in the day. Yeah.
Back in his frat. Yeah. You missing it?
In Canada, in Toronto,
I'm kind of glad. Low key, that's what I'm saying. I was gonna say
it wasn't that bad.
In Toronto, no. In America, yeah,
in America, yeah, we're all missing it. It is pretty different. Yeah. Over here, you're right. Yeah. That's it. But I mean, based on the movies, you know what I'm saying? Based on the movies and television, it looks.
Based on what I'm told too, we have
That's
American
facts.
friends. They
That's
be like,
facts.
yo,
You know what?
y'all parties are strong out here because we got the baddest ones. That's what Americans say. We have the baddest ones.
Yeah.
But
depending
when
on
we
where
go
they
there,
are.
You just want to talk to
elaborate.
You just want to talk to
elaborate.
No, you said
depending on what?
You said we got the baddest ones.
Yeah.
I'm saying depending on where you're competing against. Not all of America. If you say all of America, Toronto's got better girls than all of America.
Fair, but like
I'm not saying I
come here and
disagree.
they rate ours top tier.
Oh yeah, they hear that because
we're top 5
because we're
top
foreign.
But we only got one city basically.
Exactly, and we're foreign to them. We're foreign to them. That's what it is. Like, oh, we're in a different country. We feel different.
There's definitely
got one.
allure. We got one
We got
major. Ain't nobody going to Vancouver.
The New Yorkers are not going to Vancouver, fam. They talk about Toronto for Carabana because they come in here for our reason.
I mean, not
Montreal,
immediately.
not immediately. It's
Not immediately.
because they do know Montreal because they can go up there to drink when they're 18. See what I'm saying? And then some of them do that trip.
I've never been to Montreal. Yeah, so I haven't gone there.
You ever been to Montreal?
Ever in my life.
It's trash.
No.
Don't worry about it.
I heard great things.
Is Montreal like Europe for like Americans? For like New Yorkers?
Maybe.
It's like Europe.
Maybe.
Like, oh yeah, I've been to Europe.
It's like niggas speaking French and shit.
I've been to Montreal.
Montreal.
It's a mountain.
Because like some Americans like we're from Toronto, they're from Colorado or something.
Colorado.
Yeah.
Toronto.
Canada.
Yo, to wrap it up real quick, I
Yeah.
mean, the party Thursday was crazy. Thank y'all who watched and actually pulled up because y'all made it something special. It was nuts. We packed apartment 200. This is a long time in the making for us. This is about our second or third event over there.
Yeah,
and
second.
The vibe was crazy. Jamaicans, Trinidadians, everybody was in there dancing. Our main problem was we had too much girls. I never knew that could be an issue until we saw the amount of people we had in there, man.
Yeah, we had a good one.
Ladies, thank you for coming out. I love that vibe. Keep it up.
Funny
all the men who bought bottles, appreciate y'all.
We need those. You see what I'm saying?
We turned the fuck up. So my homie Nazreen, the legend, the icon, she came through. It was about 2:15 and she bought a bottle. Wait, no. For liability's sake, it was 1:45 and she bought a bottle. It was 1:45. Got a bottle of tequila, passed it around the whole club joint. It was lit. Yeah,
it was going.
It was a vibe in there.
Our boy Vince hit me up because he goes there on Mondays too, and he's like,
Vince,
he's like, oh nah, this one thing on Thursday was bigger than Mondays. I'm just trying to back to me. I had to compete. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to kill niggas. But anyways, he just told us this is way better vibe than Mondays.
Mondays is a flex. Mondays is a flex.
Another one which we don't need.
It reminds me of Lost back.
No more flexing, man. This party.
Just have fun.
Have fun. Smile.
Push positivity, yo.
Pushing positivity.
That's it. As for me personally, I mean, I'm coming back to the podcast off a long night yesterday. I was at Bisha.
Oh yeah, this guy's fancy now.
Yeah, I was at Bisha, man.
Jeez.
I went there. I was at Mr. C first. Check that joint out. They had the ins going.
Who's spinning Betty Boops?
It's Brady Boops. Brett.
Shout out to Brett.
Killing that shit. She was doing her joint, you know.
Yeah.
And we went upstairs to the hotel rooms, and oh man,
Why?
have you ever been in? Because there's a party in a hotel room.
Oh, okay.
What this is, bro?
Okay.
We party.
I wasn't sure. We
party. I mean, have you been in the Bisha hotel yet?
Yeah, I've been in there.
In the room?
Yeah. Jake on booked one.
Oh
of those
man,
days.
elaborate.
Yeah, nice one.
It's lovely over there, man.
It's dark though. It feels like the Thompson kind of things. Like when those hotels is just so fancy and swanky, they turn on the lights. It's all dim lighting. It feels like real. Like I'm in I'm in the entertainment district.
Yeah.
Nothing wrong with it because they have all the amenities, all the shits. But it's like those certain condos and certain units or whatever on King Street, on King West, they all feel the same.
I can understand.
You know what I mean? It's like there's not air. You can't like it doesn't. I don't know.
I guess, but not the room we were in. That shit. Had,
yeah.
Bedroom was huge, and they had a terrace. So we were on the 7th floor. 7th floor gives you access to this massive terrace area.
Era.
Was
it outside?
You know what I'm saying? No, I was inside. We're inside Bisha in the hotel.
No, but I'm saying the terrace is like.
But the terrace is outside. So it's like a big patio that they have. But it's like to compensate for a balcony type shit, right? Except it really does way more than a balcony. But honestly, I was out over there. It's like 6 a.m. It was fire, man. It was fucking flame, bro.
Fire flame.
Yeah. So I don't know what's gonna happen tonight. It's Saturday night. Let's see where the earth takes us, bro. See where we spin at.
Thank you so much for watching this latest episode of the Hunters Club podcast. If you like what you're hearing, you like what's going on, you like our people, man, the whole crew, just make sure you hit that subscribe button below, hit that like button below, and make sure you drop a comment below. The engagement is very, very important. You like to talk about our Black future, you like to talk about our Black past, you want to keep hearing about our business, the projects that we got working on, whatever it could be, you want to collab with us, make sure you drop a comment, hit us up. It's the Hunters Club podcast. Peace.
Listening to Hunters Club.
You mentioned Kanye and that Genius joint. Talk about it. I haven't seen shit. I don't know what's going on. No, I haven't seen one episode of it yet.
I watched all of it, man. I'm loving it.
Bro, that shit fire, no cap. And I feel like people could learn a lot from that and get inspired from it.
Yeah.
He's seen the vision before he was even like an artist, you know?
Mm-hmm.
Documented his whole career throughout all the disbelief. He was just a producer. They're trying to put him in a box, told him he can't be a rapper, can't do this. You know what I'm saying? You gotta stay in your lane.
Yeah.
He's like, you know how Ye is.
Yeah, forget that, bro. What do you mean?
He started just documenting his life. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Bro, it's crazy to me. Like, that shit is inspiring as fuck as an artist, at least.
Yeah. No, I didn't like. For me, it's the same feeling because I remember my brother bought The College Dropout, and that was the first album I actually listened to from top to bottom, like that we and him can share, opposed to like having Michael Jackson, whatever happened, playing on vinyl at the crib. It just felt it when I listened to that, I was like, damn, this is hip hop, like this is crazy.
Yeah.
And from then, Kanye's been my top artist from for that, you know, from College Dropout. That's 2003. That's 2003. So I'm watching that now and seeing his process of him making that. I'm like, bro, this is blowing my mind. This is crazy. And hearing the stories about Through the Wire, Jesus Walks, like everything they've been talking to so far for the past 2 episodes.
Yeah, he's a legend.
It's interesting, bro. It's just crazy.
He's a legend.
You know what I'm saying? And they haven't touched on the crazy, like the actual bad shit yet, because they will be, you know, especially when his mom passes and all the drama going on. They're gonna talk to you. So I don't know how many episodes they're gonna be doing of this.
Yeah,
it's crazy. Yeah, all those guys when they were younger.
Yasmin Bey.
Fine, Yasmin Bey.
You know, Ye's still out here doing his thing still, and it's like,
yeah.
Despite everything, he's still here from.
Yeah.
Do you know what I'm trying to say? From the early 2000s, he's still here. Like,
it's literally like we're telling the future or something, kind of thing. Like
so let me ask
we're watching the past or something.
Motherfucking Gemini, he can be a little bit of a hypocrite though.
Tell me, explain.
Let me talk about it. Did you watch the Drink Champs interview?
I seen parts of it.
But so could you.
So can anybody.
Yeah, absolutely, for sure. We all have.
So can everybody.
We all have it in us.
So tell me
we're
what
all
you
hypocrites
mean.
By default.
Hypocrites,
nigga.
She okay, Snoop Dogg.
Hypocrites, you know say it?
I know we're in here, cuz.
Oh, she always be calling me on the pod.
Jeez.
But he dissed backpackers. He's like, man, I wasn't really in no backpacking anyway. That was just a come up for me.
Explain that term for the viewers here.
Okay, so backpackers is like
backpack rappers.
So as everybody knows, you have a mainstream and you have an underground, right?
Mm-hmm.
The underground is what kind of pushes the narrative in terms of this is what we're doing. It creates the culture.
Yeah.
Right. So there's a base in hip hop.
Yeah.
And that hip hop at that point in time, it was called backpack rap, where the niggas like Lupe Fiasco, niggas like Talib Kweli, Most Def, dudes who were
Oh,
freestyling.
you talking about conscious alternative rappers?
I guess we can label it like that, but
I just made that
hate
up,
the
but
labels,
okay.
but it's just hip hop.
Yeah, I was like,
hip-hoppers.
no, but I hear what you're talking about. You're talking about
Yeah.
the difference between mainstream artists
that's what
and
hip-hop was, though.
Yeah.
that's what the root core of it.
That's
It's the same
hip-hop
still. It's still
consciousness.
the same thing though. Honestly, there's no change. But sorry, keep going.
Yeah. So with that said, in realizing that, this was his come up, he was on Drink Champs with Nori and them. He's talking about, oh, yeah, backpack, this, that. He didn't say fuck Tali, but whatever Tali's saying, forget that. Fuck backpack rap. I was always into Louis V. I just use it as a come up anyway.
Mm.
I'm like, come on, Kanye, you can't say that. Some of his biggest tracks that made us really appreciate him was that conscious energy he had initially. It was.
I think he's still like that though.
I'm not saying he doesn't have it, but like the fact that he realized that he had to move more into the mainstream when his conscious tracks were helping hip hop go mainstream in a way.
I think my opinion is that he was like, to me, that whole underground stuff.
Yeah.
Especially when it comes to like most like top quality.
Yeah.
Like the pioneers of like hip hop. You know what I'm trying to say? Like in a sense, like after like Biggie Pac.
Yeah.
I feel like so that conscious stuff has always been like a part of him. So I feel like maybe he might be trying to. At least my perspective is like that's not backpack rap. That's hip hop. You know what I'm trying to say?
Yeah.
All these little labels they trying to put on. Oh, this is that. Like, you know what I'm trying to say? You could be into Louis V and still be rapping conscious shit. Like.
Yeah, but like right now, you're defending something that the nigga just blatantly disrespected because he obviously has a line between what's mainstream and what's backpack.
Backpack rap too, because it's like to me that's just hip hop. Like most of the even though they're quote unquote underground or conscious, whatever it is.
Yeah.
I would still say like
everything's hip hop.
Do you know what I'm trying to say? They're still doesn't make them less of a rapper. Like, well, if anything,
yeah.
You know what I mean?
So I don't know. Is there a difference between rapping and hip hop though?
Yeah, there is.
Yeah,
I believe that.
Hip hop is like you're in the mainstream. You're a mainstream artist. You know what I'm saying?
Hip hop.
I think that's hip hop.
That's not fair. I feel like that's hip hop spelled with a lowercase h.
No, hip hop. I think
hip hop.
You know,
that's what it is. Hip hop.
It's hip hop, bro.
Hip hop, which is popular music.
Yeah,
right.
That's with the lowercase h.
Yeah.
So
you know
go ahead, bro. I'm let you finish.
No, I've always looked at it as hip hop as like
that's
the mainstream way. Like you know, you have pop artists like Taylor Swift and all those Ed Sheerans and whatever. You honestly belong to a genre that he can define you in.
Yeah.
But because you're so massive of a brand and so massive of an artist, we're gonna have to put you in this pop lane here. That's what everybody listens to is pop. It's like popular music. You play it on radio, it's safe. You play it in the malls, it's safe. You can play it in the stores, Then you get into these other genres, specific genres, which then can define you as an artist. Now we bring that into the Black Fear and the Black urban music scene. Our Black Sphere, sorry.
Got you.
I like Black Fear though.
Yeah,
that's a good one.
The Black Fear.
But the Black Sphere. Yeah. And then you get into because everything I was watching this shit on Netflix, and that's why you understand where I'm coming from here. But they explain a lot of
Genius or which show were you watching?
It was
go ahead.
Sorry. I'll remember. But they're explaining like the beginnings of you remember this? The beginning of music. Okay.
Where the music
is it explained?
How explain
something like that. But yeah, then they're talking about how you look at the breakdown of genres, music essentially comes down to folk and blues or something like that. Like there's two genres that kind of subdivided everything and then create all these different genres that we have today. Right. And you look at the beginning of it is blues belongs to Black people. And then this next one, I can't remember. I think it's like, I swear to God, I think it is folk music.
Came after blues though.
No, but everything comes off blues. But here's the thing. If you want to define the root of everything else, like all these other genres, they begin with these two. Right. And the way it's spelled, it kind of goes off is like you'll see such correlations between the Black sphere and the urban music and the white people's music. Because there is a difference, right? Like country music and all that next stuff that they be listening to, we don't even take it in, but there's a whole populace of white people here, and this is what they grew up in. And then we grew up, we here on our side, we grew up and we listen to hip hop, and that's just our way of land. We always talk like this, right? On their land, they didn't really grow up listening to hip hop.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? They listen to whatever the Billy Talent, all these next shits, but then they only listen to that.
Gotcha. We
remember those kids in school that you all went to high school with? And you know those actual white kids, they don't know anything about like Kanye, they don't know nothing about who are you listening to?
And they go to the concert.
You see what I'm saying? But then they listen to these white guys. So I'm saying to you is like
Bob Dylan. Oh, I don't know nobody who listens to Bob Dylan except my white friend.
You see what I'm saying? So like they exist on a whole different brain where our parents now, hopefully us in this generation, would be like, when you listen to hip hop artists. You know what I'm saying? But I'm trying to explain is like when you look at their sphere, they have a whole certain genres and subgenres of different things. And what makes it into the mainstream, we were not going to classify it as pop. Taylor Swift, quote unquote, came from country. She's a country artist, honestly.
Yeah.
A lot of them fall into the country artists. So then now when she becomes so huge of a brand, she hits this demographic of like younger generations, which is a bigger sphere of actual music listeners. She becomes a pop artist. Now on hip hop side,
true though.
Hold on. I just want to correlate because I'm almost done. On the black side, I was gonna say Black Fear again. Black Fear though. On the black side, we have rappers, right? We have conscious rappers, alternative rappers, whatever, all this type of stuff, and then actual guys who make it into the big ones, who make radio hits and all the shit that can actually be spun at clubs. You're a hip hop artist. You know what I'm saying? Does that make sense?
Nah.
All right.
And the only reason, that's my guy. We have these conversations, but the only reason I break it down like that is because from the inception, this week I was listening to a KRS-One lecture. You know what I'm saying? KRS was breaking it down like, and initially hip hop was something that we wanted to make a community entity. So we wanted to kind of unionize it at first. Is that a word?
Unionize. Yeah.
We wanted to have a union. So regardless of what's happening with Africa Bambaataa right now, like we know, but there was Africa, there was some other names. I can't remember off the rip. There was some other names, but they were trying to make it a collective for us to have and have ownership of.
Okay.
However, in realizing that this music, what the fuck is hip hop? KRS says, at that point in time, imagine somebody came to you and said gobble gop. What the fuck is gobble gop, bro? What's that sound you guys are making? Gobble gop? That's weird. KRS goes, that was hip hop back then. The mainstream industry, because it was still radio in them times, they were like, shit, we got to get this. How do we get this shit? However, everybody was saying no to the mainstream because people were just doing hip hop for fun. But then there's always somebody, bro. There's always that Judas, you know what I'm saying? And then you can't blame people because you're in tough situations. Somebody offers you a bag.
Yeah.
You're going to be like, okay, cool. I'm going to take that bag.
Yeah.
I'm going to take that bag. I'm going to give you the song. You're probably going to only make 300,000. We're going to make millions off you. And we're going to put you on.
Yeah.
So the way KRS broke it down for me was like, hip hop is one thing, uppercase, you know what I'm saying? That's a culture. That's serious. But the way they made hip hop, they bastardized it, made a mainstream off people who were really hungry, which forced the actual talented rappers who were doing their thing to still figure out how to monetize what they were doing. So they had people. That's why the deal is so powerful. It's because when you go back to the inception of it all, you're signing outside of your own shit. You got to get your bag. I'm not saying it's a problem. I'm just saying that there's a difference between saying that conscious hip hop is different from hip hop. Like hip hop's just not pop music. This is a consciousness. It's different.
Yeah, but I think I agree with you.
So there's Russell Simmons. So ever heard Jay-Z talk about, yo, I'm doing this for the Cold Crush?
No.
Ah, man. Any hip hoppers out there that know what I'm talking about? Jay-Z has this line about the Cold Crush. He's speaking about the fact that Russell Simmons, Run DMC, the whole crew, right?
Yeah.
They used to get their dance moves
Yeah.
and choreography from this group called the Cold Crush.
Okay.
Right? And all of these people who went mainstream took all their routines from the Cold Crush,
Yeah,
bit them and gave them no royalties, no shout-outs, no nothing.
Yeah.
So that's what Jay-Z's always talking about. Yo, I'm doing this shit now because certain people can infiltrate the mainstream.
Yeah.
Go make their bag.
Yeah.
And come back.
Yeah.
For the people still in the hood. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna give you some game. So all I'm saying right now is like, I think us as people in the industry, yourself, Ish, myself, we gotta study hip hop more so that situations like that, when Kanye says things like, yo, the backpack, I don't even like that. He has to be held accountable for that shit.
See, I think what just happened here, in my opinion, is that you defined it one way, I define it a different way, but I think they both exist right now. You get what I'm saying? So
I understand that.
And also, I was thinking, like, you know, I think that the way that you maybe interpreted what Kanye was saying, I watched a Drink Chan interview, but I don't know specifically which part you're talking about.
Yeah, you got to go back. I listened to that twice.
I think that maybe he might have been saying like he didn't fuck with that backpack stuff because the backpack stuff is like it's just hip hop. You know what I'm trying to say? Like it's not like I don't know. I feel like they're always trying to label us. Like always trying to label it.
Yeah. That's what I was trying to
into a box at all points. I hear what you're saying.
Do you know what I'm trying to say?
Yeah, I do.
Like they're always trying to tell him, yo, you can't be a rapper. You're a producer.
Yeah.
You can't be a fashion designer. You're a rapper.
You
know what I'm trying to say? He's like, yeah, I can.
Why not?
You know what I'm trying to say? So even like, or you're not a mainstream rapper because you're a conscious rapper. You're a backpack rapper.
Thank
so
you.
Maybe he's like, fuck that backpack shit.
Thank you.
Like, you know what I'm trying to say?
Yeah.
You're trying to tell me I'm backpack and put me in this category with
Don't put me in there.
Most stuff or whatever when I could be on the same level with Jay-Z or whoever it is.
Or anybody. Yeah.
So maybe he's saying fuck that backpack shit in that sense.
Okay, that's a breakdown.
See what I'm saying? And I would agree with that.
Fair.
There you go. H for the rescue, man. Here's the issue.
I mean, that, and it could also be ignorance because Kanye has moments, like you said. It could also be that ignorance.
Everything can exist.
Everything can exist, but you can't cop out by just saying that.
It could be a little bit of both.
There's no way you're gonna cop out and just say everything exists, bro. Come on. There has to be a point where you got to go back to the episode back. I'm gonna take it in and see what he's really saying, bro. He attacked that motherfucker bad because, and it was funny because he had to apologize after because he lied on the show when he said he didn't see Talib recently, and Talib tweeted, he's like, "Yo, what the fuck? I was just at that last event." Kanye's apology was like, "Yeah, you were there."
Kanye's hilarious because he just writes his thoughts though. That's the entertaining thing. It's like, bro, here you go.
I feel like the problem is a lot of people, especially just in general, celebrities.
Yeah.
I feel like they can't be wrong.
Yeah, like they're not gods, man. They're regular people.
Like, it's okay. Like they can be wrong. Like,
yeah, they can mess up on a tweet.
Kanye now is like taking more accountability. Like he knows it's okay to be wrong.
Yeah. Yeah, and he's trying to be a regular person too at the same time. And I think that's what the issue is. Sometimes we kind of conflate, especially when it comes to celebrities. Can't make any mistakes.
He is a regular person.
But I'm trying to say, I'm trying to say is to the masses, though. When some of these moves that he be doing,
consciousness is involved here, bro.
But I'm trying to say is like some of these moves that he be doing.
It's ready to pop
off
on
the whole
super
thing.
Consciousness.
Don't bring it on. Let me get my thing on and you go off. All I'm trying to explain real quick is that when you look at a celebrity like Kanye West, you have to remember like he's just a regular person, like you just said. He's all of us. These moves that he be moving, we know people that make those same moves. What do you mean you're leaving me, friend? You're talking to the next man that I was at dinner with my boys with. Like you're trying to like what? Nah, he's gonna pop off. He's gonna figure it out. He's like, what do you mean you're leaving me? Or like, what do you mean you're trying to take half my shit?
Yup. Thank you for watching the Hunters Club. It's an experience. We've been doing this for 9 episodes deep now. Thank you for tuning in. Like always, drop a comment, share this shit. Like, we need feedback. And I want you guys to be a part of the show. So if you have any interest in being a part of this experience, hit me up, hit Henny up, hit up this page, comment, say I want to come through. Let's do this, all right? You know what time it is, Hunters Club Podcast. Peace.
Listening to Hunters Club.
This guy's laughing.
I'm Splash, he's Bubbles.
I'm in it.
Are you crazy?
You seen?
That's Henny.
And?
We're liquids. He's not buying it.
He's not buying it. You can't buy it either.
He's not buying it. It's a whole block.
No, you can't. You can't buy it. You can't buy that land.
You can't buy it.
Metrolinx owns that. That's why Randy's is gone. That's why all those guys are gonna be gone soon.
Are you sure that's what's
happening?
happening?
They have to be gone. So what? Someone explained to me the other day because I was like, "Yo,
everybody has their own space."
No, because this guy.
I want to see the paperwork.
Okay, fine, but he broke it down to a level. I was like, oh, okay, fine, because I was dissing that whole Eglinton West like I usually do. He's like, oh,
yeah,
this street
taking forever,
taking 12 years.
2022 now.
And I'm like, yo, bro, how's this still shit happening? He's like, oh no, bro, like you have to understand when they bid for when they bid the contract and they announced that this is gonna happen, that's 1 year, first year, and next they don't even start digging anything until 2 years later. Right.
Damn, I was living right there.
Right. And here's the issue. And then the next part of that is they have to understand that everybody around that area and that line has to either vacate or they have to be okay with staying there. Right. Or they have to find a new home for them or a new a plot of land for their business to move somewhere else. Yes. Because right now they have to dig up everything for this line of work. They have to like take it. You can't be here. Right. So essentially what they're doing is why it's taking so long is that they're waiting for these guys' leases terms to come out. And then you can go ahead and buy that line up, or you can tell you to get the hell up. Because if it's been 10 years, a lot of these leases are 10 years or 15 years. They just have to wait the 15 years. That's why it's taking almost 15 years. Because a lot of these guys will not give up the lease. That long. It's going to take that long. They're almost done. It's almost done. But they're almost done because they're doing the sections of land and the sections of this route on different points because a lot of the businesses would not give up that land and they don't want to move. So they have to wait out their terms.
They have to wait just put the money up.
Yeah.
Money goes up, price goes up. The longer you wait,
and that's essentially what happened with Randy's.
No, Randy's not getting enough.
Plus everything else. No,
it's just gentrification happening over there.
He can't renew his lease. Is what I'm saying.
He's dead.
Yeah. No, I'm saying that business
definitely can't renew. Anything.
No, I'm saying that business can't renew that lease.
They can.
No, they can't.
I think so.
You can't. Nobody can get. Bro. You can't. Metrolinx needs that land for this
they already have the station.
No, they have to. The whole way this thing works is excavation. They have to excavate that land to put new roots on it. To like, it's a whole thing.
The route is already made. The route is already made. That's why they have the bridges up. They already have the underground dug out.
It hasn't. They need that whole section of plot. They need the access to be able to do whatever the hell they need to do to be able to run this line properly. And
I'm gonna agree or disagree.
But that's what I'm saying. But regardless, at the end of the day, fine. Let's do that because at the end of the day, regardless,
because they've already done tests on it. They've already ran the train, so that means it's already dug.
No, but they need other things to run through that line to have that area. So if you have a business on top, they're affecting the whole process of what's going on here on this LRT route, whatever the hell streetcar bullshit that they're doing. They call it an LRT. So at the end of the day, they need these guys gone. A lot of them said no. They weighed out their terms, and a lot of them are coming up. They're going to come up slowly. Every now and then you'll see it. And everyone's broke because of COVID. So it's perfect timing. It's like I can't even afford to rent in the first place. So it's like, this is fucking me up. So I can't renew the lease here. No, not at all.
Not at all. It's not. No, definitely not. Couldn't be.
But yeah, man.
I mean,
RIP Randy's though.
Randy's was the GOAT.
RIP Egg West at this point.
Yeah, Egg West has been waiting to get gentrified, bro. Same shit's happened to them that happened to Regent.
It's everywhere.
Niggas, that's why you don't set out the tribe. That's why the hip hop conversation comes back full circle. You gotta keep yourself as a unit. You gotta stay strong. You gotta keep that black dollar strong. Like Little Jamaica, instead of having 30 fucking barbers between Allen Road and Dufferin, you could have done so much more. Every business could have been black same way. Maybe it's owned by Jewish individuals who actually own the buildings. However, the businesses in there could have still made some money. Switch it up. You're gonna be the food store. I don't need 17 restaurants and 30 barbers. You don't need that. You know what I'm saying?
Let's put a daycare somewhere.
Somewhere, man. They had the library, but like
keep that up. You shouldn't have gotten away.
The health food stores. They had the
grocery store
with the nail salons that used to kill it back in the days over there.
That's the issue. Whenever you go to the hood, it's always like too many freaking hair salons and barbershops, always in the same area. And you got to have a MoneyGram somewhere, and you got to have to go McDonald's. It's like
it's around the corner.
God,
what the money? What is that? Money Mart right in the
corner.
Money Mart
right in the corner. You know what I'm saying?
Oakwood.
Yeah, same. That's the same looking. That's the same shit. It looks like Jane and Finch. The same shit looks at Albion by Albion Mall. The same shit looks like Woodbine Mall. All the same areas, same thing. It's like we can't keep doing this. It's the same fucking shit, and that's the issue with the black dollar. We all have the same fucking tribe mentality, but we open up the same businesses. We don't allow anybody else to come in here because they don't feel safe, and issues arise in that area, which then makes it more unsafe. When then the city starts to look upon and say, okay, let's get this whole area out of here because we can put a nice new condo here. Perfect. Yeah, and then the people who are there are gonna be like, yeah, we'll take the money. Because we need the money. It's
interesting because that brings up a point, and we'll talk about this for a second, and we'll segue to something else.
Yeah.
But when you look at Danforth, it's the same situation though, except they actually have a community. Where individuals say, okay, you're gonna open up a food store. Okay, you open up a food store, but your food has to be this though. Yeah. It has to be like this, and we're gonna do Alexandro's on the corner. We're gonna have a statue, little entertainment section where you have a stage and whatnot, and we're gonna do Taste of the Danforth. Where the fuck was Taste of the Eglinton? That's not Caravana. Don't tell me Caravana Taste of Eglinton.
No.
You know what I'm saying? No. We needed to have more community involvement. Everybody needed to work together. You're right. So that's why gentrification happens. And if what you're saying is valid, it's not caused simply because of Metrolink. It's caused because of lack of economic conglomerate. That felt good. Economic conglomerate.
Hey, I don't disagree. I agree with that. Actually, something that seems to be the issue with our people is that we don't understand about how to grow our neighborhoods. It takes more than just doing the same norm, and it'd be like being I guess angry and very much like I guess victimized. And looking upon always the victim lens is like, okay, we understand that happened. Let's what do we do now? Unify our group together. And
Pacific Mall the same way. Like you go to Pacific Mall, like each lane has its own street name in Pacific Mall, and it's the same fucking phone store and fake belt store in there. Yeah, like I get some fake J's over there for like $80.
Yeah.
And I walk down 2 doors later, it's the same J's in that next door, but they all eat it.
Yeah.
So it's not like our formula is wrong. It's just we don't sit down together and strategize. How are we all gonna make bread off this? What do we do? How do we make this a cultural experience for people? Yeah, other than a mural.
Yeah, hey, I do like something that I do like about the states and kind of what goes on, especially in these down south universities and colleges, like the HBCUs. Yeah, when they like a lot of them now are the CEOs and stuff of like different tech companies or like organizations and funds, and they really do kind of stick together and say, okay, you went to this school in the States. I hear that about that a lot more, especially when I'm on LinkedIn. I see these certain organizations that I'd be following or coming across on my feed, and I see the owner's a black person who went to this certain HBCU. Yeah. Right? and then they'd just be liking or following or like always talking about other HBCU grads and saying this person graduated Delta Phi something, this, and I'm like, oh, okay. Like I do there's certain groups of black people that do be moving like that. You know what I mean? And I think it's getting bigger and bigger.
I think that's happening even with the program that we're in with Oya.
Oh yeah.
Right?
Oh, yeah.
Bars. I mean,
Freddie.
it's slowly happening.
Yeah.
Slowly taking place. But yo, you mentioned something real quick. Ish, young boy. What do you think about LinkedIn, bro? You have one of those?
I think I made one like a while ago.
Yeah. What's your occupation on LinkedIn? Oh, God, no. Entrepreneur.
You gotta put producer / music engineer.
Entrepreneur. Young trap star.
No.
Times I made a show like 14.
Oh, nice.
I think I put like acting or something because I used to do acting.
Yeah.
You have LinkedIn, honey? You said you have LinkedIn?
Oh yeah, for sure.
Fuck, I didn't get there yet. I have one that says my name, but like I just use it so I can see other people's LinkedIn.
Yeah, I put my name as Consuelo.
See? Banana Hammock?
Consuelo, young entrepreneur, trap stars are us. Drugs are us.
Awkward silence. Lean back. All right.
Yeah, because that's what you did. I swear to God, search it up right now, Consuelo.
He said a cough. I was God herb. All right, back to it. Back to it.
In it. You see? You see? The young Panamanian devil here, bro.
Panama. Panda.
Crazy, man. These niggas got me lit though. So
yeah,
I'm smoking that herb tonight. As how you sell it. Ish. We're back to it. What we smoking tonight?
Oh, Lee.
Let's smoke it on some runs today.
You actually? Yeah. Oh, okay. I was like, what the fuck?
What the fuck are we smoking, bro? Because you had me take a hit of that.
This is Gorilla Glue.
Gorilla Glue?
Classic.
Where are these names be coming from?
Classic though.
Where are these names you coming from? Gorilla Glue.
Somebody's just chilling.
And say, Gorilla Glue.
I know. We passing that to me again. I'm nice.
I believe in Jesus Christ.
Nice.
No thanks.
Number 1 of 2022.
She wanna go viral.
We're getting it popping no matter what it is.
Ow. That pussy got power.
Come check out the party.
She wet in the shower. That pussy get loud. This ain't no bow. She fucking no cow. Nope, no digging it deep. She wanna get geek. She sniffing that flower.
Yeah, brother, always.
They players are players. They peek at the bow. To my brother, she ours.
Listening to Hunters Club.
Where we at?
We were talking about hoops earlier before the pod. Let's get back to it because I want to hear what you think about it. You brought up Bronny.
All
James.
I know is I saw a highlight of Bronny tonight.
Yeah.
Bronny was looking. The game was looking like finesse, bro. I was shocked because when I look at his father, LeBrick,
he's in high school. Grade 11.
High school. I think he's like 6'4" now, 6'3".
6'3", 6'4", something.
Yeah, like but he looks short because his dad's LeBron James, like 6'9". You see him standing.
He's still gonna grow. I think he'll be like 6'5", 6'6".
I think he might hit 6'7".
You think he's gonna go that high?
Yeah.
It's possible.
Genetics are crazy, especially when you're hooping all day like that.
All day.
Your father is LeBron James.
He has to.
But mind you, Michael Jordan's kids.
No, but it's different. It's different though. Here's the difference.
Talk.
Because Bronny actually likes it and wants to play it, and he's a part of the culture. You see what I'm saying? Especially in this social media era. Like, okay. When he's part of FaZe. He's in social media. He gets it. He's part of the culture.
Gaming.
Yeah.
Gaming shit.
Yeah.
Talking about gaming.
The FaZe Clan.
What games do you play? Like Call of Duty type shit.
I know it's 2K. I actually don't know, but
I think it's Fortnite. Yeah, I think it's Fortnite. But anyways, yeah, he's right. He's part of FaZe. He's part of all these like different social media shit. Anyways, all I'm saying to you is he understands his image.
He's bigger than this.
He's bigger than this, and he understands his image, and he understands what he can do because he understands where he is. He's so self-aware because of who his father is and how much he grew up with. He understands that, okay, if I'm going to take basketball, I take it seriously because or else they're going to clown me for this or look at me like this. I'm going to be my whole image is going to be based on this, right? Because he's seen it, right? Michael Jordan's kid. You know what I'm saying? But then also at the same time, it's like if I actually want to hoop, I have all the tools.
That's what you're saying. So social media kind of played a part in his awareness of who the fuck he really was.
And that's why he goes to Sierra Canyon. You know what I'm saying? That's why he's jumped numbers on that ESPN rankings from like last year to this year. And that's why he's taking it so much more seriously because he understands that I'm getting taller, I'm getting bigger. Like, of course, like I can actually do this. Like I understand what comes with it. You know what I mean? So he's gonna grow into it. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. He's growing into the role. So even before, I think that's what you have to remember. Key before this, LeBron never actually went out and said, "I want to hoop my kid," until just recently at the All-Star game. That's when he started actually saying, "I'm going to stay in the league until my kid gets here." Because I think Bronny actually went to him and said, "Yeah, like I want to be an NBA."
Yeah,
Like,
he's going.
like, how do I get in the NBA now? Because I don't think before he's ever.
How's not a question.
Yeah.
You just play ball.
Yeah,
do
play
your thing.
ball.
You're getting in.
Yeah,
Your
his
dad
dad's
is
like, I
LeBron
have set
James.
you up. I have an agent for you. Here's your media empire. You can just take it. Like,
Agreed.
all you have to do is just get it.
Oh, facts. You're actually Rich Paul.
Rich Paul's he set it up, fam. The whole it's perfect.
So you thinking LeBron's gonna be the first team owner? First NBA.
I think that's his goal for sure.
Right? Larry Bird on the team though. Michael Jordan on the team. Yeah, Larry Bird.
Yeah.
I think he owned the Pacers.
Those Boston.
Or he coached the Pacers?
He coached the Pacers.
Got you.
I don't know if he owned. He might own. He might.
But I think Bronny's setting himself up to be not Bronny. LeBron. First of all, he's definitely setting himself to be. I hope it's not the Lakers owner. I hope he's not going to try to be the Magic Johnson of the new generation, because I love my Lakers nation.
Michael.
I said Magic Johnson, but it's Irvin Johnson.
Okay,
that's his real name. But
no, he's not the owner.
Magic?
No, he's not the owner. Bro.
Magic had a piece.
No.
At one point, Magic had a team.
Bus family owns it. They never had. They've always had it.
That's true.
That's theirs. They're never giving it up either.
Magic. So what was Magic? He was just the.
He was the president of the team, and I think he was GM also.
He right.
Then he left after like a couple months. He's like, I'm out of here.
Yeah, because he fucked up on a couple plays, man.
Yeah, but they're still tight. Like they're still family friends. So I don't understand the dynamic that happens when you like are that rich and you're that way tight.
It doesn't. I think it goes away.
God.
I think it goes away.
No, they did not.
Talk about it.
They found a cure for that recently.
Where did they find it?
Stem cell research through mRNA, same shit they use for the vaccines apparently.
Yeah.
They came out with.
This guy's subtle with it. It's just real
mRNA
subtle with it. Yeah, but he's subtle with it. I know where he's going with this joint.
I don't know.
Hey, don't try.
I'm trying to get you to take another shot.
Go where you're going. Go where you're going. Get it off, bro.
God knows. I feel like they created that joint anyway.
They could have.
Hey, might have.
They could have.
I feel like it affected
African countries.
Why does it have to be African?
Because we populate very fast. We be fucking. So if you have a sexually transmitted disease, who you want to give it to is niggas.
Are we on conspiracy theory hour right now?
Why not?
Let's throw one more out there then. Let's do it. Ish, hit me. No. No politics. No politics.
Russia.
No politics.
Russia. You want to fuck with Russia? Press the button. If Russia presses the button, we're all done. What is that? You play too much Call of Duty. That was like something in Call of Duty.
He said sucker.
That's crazy.
What do you say? Sucker blade?
Suck your mother.
Sucker blade? Sucker blade.
That's like the only Russian shit I know.
That's Russian? Some shit like that. Oh, I don't think that's Russian. Sucker blade. Sucker blade.
Anybody Russian who's watching
Chocolate
right now,
bleu.
please let me know. That's
Ivana the Yukon.
French.
Remember that show?
French. Sacre bleu.
Sacre bleu.
Nigga was underwear in the cold.
Yeah.
It's like Canadians.
Canadian back in the day, you know.
Wow.
100%.
Nigga speaking French.
Fam, I feel like I'm in France when I'm there. It's just smoke this out right now. These guys have fresh onion soup.
You think they're better than everyone?
They do. That last part is valid. He's right.
Hey, but their French is
said it
like,
right though.
Their French is like, hey, they're not freezing my bank account.
This guy left.
I'll tell you that.
Why do you guys think that? Why is that even a thing? I think they're just talking about his dictatorship.
No. There's
or is there an actual theory? Is there an actual conspiracy thing for that?
Man, there's a lot to break down here.
Do you know it?
Oh yeah, man.
Hold on, Splash knows it actually.
It's not that I believe it.
I don't know any of it.
I love information.
I don't know any of it though. What is it?
Okay, so Denzel said, "Yo, if you're not something about information, bro." I don't know the quote. I just fucked it up. But
you don't take it from the messenger.
Honestly,
tell me.
Mainstream media tells you one thing. Trudeau is Elliot.
What
is it? Pure Elliot Trudeau's son.
Jean. Yeah.
I said Jean Christian. No,
we were talking about Jean Christian earlier. That's why. But yes, that's his father was.
There's actually a picture.
Yeah.
Where there's Fidel Castro.
Yeah.
In the pic, and there's his pops in the pic.
Yeah.
And wifey's right there.
Okay.
And then without telling you a long story, you look at him, and you look at Trudeau side to side, and then you look at. Not only that, you might say, "Oh, this is familiar. Niggas real familiar."
Legend has it.
Legend.
No, but like there's stories like but like
they're still alive.
Fucking politicians be like Monica Lewinsky and Bill Clinton and shit. Like Niggas be fucking.
Okay.
In office, like, you know what I'm trying to say?
They're regular human beings.
Putin isn't fucking.
Okay, move on.
Putin's fucking. You know what I'm trying to say?
We don't want to get canceled by Russia.
But I'm just trying to say, like,
Russia.
What are you gonna say?
Russia.
Putin, we know you're fucking. It's okay, my nigga.
What are you trying to say?
No, I'm just trying to say that all these politicians, especially because they're not powerful, you know what I'm trying to say. So I just feel like
Bars.
Pushing power.
you know what I'm trying to say. So
All these politicians in the power
apparently,
positions.
Power position.
they're all like, you know, Buddy and his wife
Buddy.
would go over there to Cuba and shit on her own, like on her own trips and shit, be kicking it with Fidel and them and shit.
Okay.
His wife and shit, or whatever it was.
Yeah.
And then
just so happened that
White girl.
You know, Johnny Boy pop up,
Trudeau
pop up, Justin Boy.
from one of these swinger parties with the politicians, then. Is that what you're saying?
But she ended up pregnant, right?
How did she end up pregnant?
She ended up pregnant, right? Around the same time frame that, you know.
Hold on, wait.
Sex.
Thank you.
You know what I'm trying to say? And then
It's a swingers party, is that what you're saying?
And then when Fidel Castro
Yes.
died, apparently, you know, Justin Trudeau went and gave a lot of them, you know.
Yeah.
Shout out to Amanda, you know.
That's my dad.
You know what I'm trying to say? And said, you know, how he sympathized with people.
He's Cuban now. You're claiming because you don't want nobody wants to claim him for Canada. We're trying to push him any way we can to Cuba. That's what we're trying to do right now. We're saying this man cannot be from me.
Henny, this is way before everything that's happening right now.
That's why it's a convenient story. That's all I'm saying.
This is way before. It's
Alright.
not convenient. This conspiracy theory.
Mhm.
Oh, shout out to all the conspiracy theorists out there right now, because realistically, right now
Thesaurus.
we're on a victory lap.
You were right all
We're on a
along. Listen to you
motherfucking
niggas.
victory lap. March 1st in this bitch,
I'm
right?
on board right now.
Hey, Henny,
Mm.
I'm gonna tell you about 3-4 years ago. I heard this conspiracy theory. I looked at Homegirl
Mhm.
like she was nuts.
Conspiracy theorists.
Mud.
1, government, 800.
Mud.
Thank you. That is the score.
I don't think so.
It's
I
convenient. It's convenient. That's all I'm saying.
think that is it's resurfacing now, but this
course
story's
it
been
is.
there.
Of course, no, I recall.
That's
I recall.
it. And I like the fact that you said them swinger parties, because we know them politicians be having
Oh,
those
100%.
parties because there's a certain point of
That is
enjoyment.
true.
Like,
Especially in Cuba. Who would go to Cuba? Everyone from Canada. goes to
See.
Cuba. That's a
I'm
spot.
with it. I don't know where the Cuba part came in. Real quick, I got you. But like, they could be doing that up in Muskoka.
Canada, ask any middle-aged
That's what they do in
person.
Muskoka. That's what they do in Muskoka.
What?
These swinger parties
no,
with the billionaires.
No,
Trust me,
never
bro.
mind
Okay,
swinger
okay.
parties, never
Trust
mind
me,
swinger
bro.
parties. I'm saying everyone from Canada
Trust.
goes to Cuba, right?
that was
Okay.
a good one. That was a good
I'm
one.
No one goes to Cuba. Who goes to Cuba?
Oh, come on.
I've
That's
never
where
been to
you
Cuba.
go. Michael Jordan.
I've never been to Cuba. Michael Jordan did what in Cuba?
Yo, he actually. I'm not gonna talk about it. He just
Bro,
actually
What?
married.
Cuba is like
he-
one of the
so-
like number one destinations.
For
Michael
what?
Jordan
No, it's
is-
not.
Bro.
No, it's not.
So there's
No,
Michael
it's not,
Jordan's
bro.
Michael Jordan's girl. You're killing me with this Russian
Go on.
accent, bro. No, it's not, bro. Hey, Michael
There's
Jordan's
mad Russians
wife.
that are
Michael
over there
Jordan's
too,
new
so
wife is
it's
actually
communist.
Cuban, right?
Okay.
And her family's in politics over there.
Mark
Okay.
Cuban's wife?
So no,
Michael Jordan's.
Yeah.
Mark Cuban.
So
Mark Cuban.
hey,
Yeah,
bars,
like that.
bars, so.
He is Cuban.
So
though, I think.
nonetheless, her family's in politics. Michael Jordan has a bunch of money. At one point, the Italian mafia in New York were trying to actually use Cuba as a place where they set up their casinos, their
Yeah.
resorts and whatnot,
Yeah.
right? Because it
fact.
was cheap as fuck,
Yeah.
and you're gonna make money because
And it's a
everybody wants to
communist
go
country.
there.
It's another communist country.
Exactly. So that shit's open.
Mm.
Michael Jordan has that connection. We'll see what happens with his resources.
Let me put it to you this way.
See how high it goes
These
up.
are leaps. These are leaps and bounds. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah, because I don't want to give full breakdowns and full disclosure on
It's
these
public
pods, bro.
information.
It's not. It's not.
Go ahead,
You
go
know
ahead,
what
go
I'm
ahead. Hit me with your-
So
Yeah.
I
They
know
go to
my
Cuba.
homeboy, he was on housing for like a year or two.
So he should be in his house.
He finally, no, I'm saying he finally
10
got-
a yard.
He finally got. He finally freed up off of his housing and shit. Went to Cuba with his girl and stuff.
Okay.
Had a blast. You know what I'm trying to say?
Allegedly.
Over there drinking with mad Russian. No, he's free. He's a
He's a free man. Free the
Allegedly.
dog. Free the dog, man. SK.
YK.
Oh, YK still.
Yeah. Ish, but it's a story.
Because that's his name still. He knows.
Ish,
Go on. Go on,
story,
Ish.
bro.
Go on, young boy. Tell me, please. I want to hear about this Cuba thing.
My
No,
bad.
I was just saying he's over there with mad Russians and shit. You know, they all love him and shit. They're all drinking vodka until like 7 a.m. Threw up like 3 days in a row. Trying to like, he can hang, but like, you know,
Okay.
these guys are different. You know? And you can't say no to them. Like, no, it's like vodka.
This is your whole story, ain't it?
Yeah.
What's the whole story?
I thought you had something to do with the Cuba and Justin Trudeau thing.
No, I'm
Nah,
just saying, like,
we
there's
definitely,
there's
bro.
like, listen. Oh, you want to go back to that? I'm saying with
That's what
the
we're
Justin Trudeau
talking
thing-
about.
No, I'm saying, but with the Justin Trudeau, so I'm just
It's
saying
wild.
like, that's the man in here that go there. So I'm saying like,
Yeah.
These guys are like people. That's a destination.
No, it's not, fam. Cuba's not a destination, bro. I'm trying to tell you, I ignore Cuba for a reason because everybody here keeps going to Cuba. Because hold on, I'm explaining to you. Because
Cuba's
it's dirt
fire.
cheap. It's dirt cheap. That's the only thing, right?
Yeah.
If you look at the ratings for Caribbean islands, it's Cuba first because it's the cheapest. Next level is Dominican Republic. Then after that's Mexico. Then after that's Jamaica. Then you're into the next level of shits, right?
Then you're into Virgin Islands. Shit.
Virgin Islands, Canary Islands, St. Kitts, St. Paul, all of them.
Barbados.
But Barbados, I'm trying to explain to you, right? These countries that we're rating right now are not part of the top 3 at all. Fam, you want to go to Turks and Caicos? You want to go to Virgin Islands? You want to hit up Barbados? You want to hit up? Don't even touch Bahamas. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah. What's your point?
Dominica, like these places that you're naming right now. Cuba
what's your breakdown?
is not the top 3. That's what I'm saying.
So what's your point? Wait. Before you go, what's your point?
That's what I'm trying to explain to him.
That's the best place to
Cuba.
go, not the top 3.
It's the cheapest place to go.
Absolutely.
There you go. That's all. That's all I wanted. That's it.
Excellent.
Get back. I had to segue that whole segment. Fuck it. Okay.
It's clearly communist. Some communism going on in Canada.
How so?
There's a lot of capitalism going on.
Stop leaning back every time I say something crazy.
There's a capitalism going on here, bro.
Everything's capitalism. Everything's money run, fam. Welcome to the world. This is the part of the game. I'm trying to explain to y'all.
Communism's the ideal, but realistically, it's capitalism.
We're gonna just wait till your lease is done and buy up your metro.
Of course. Well, all
how
these
is
moves,
that communism?
Because we own it already.
How is
Why
that
not?
communism?
I agree. It's not. It's a crown.
Who owns what?
The government owns it.
The government owns the land already.
So it's just all like.
We're all just passing it around, is what he's saying. Because you're still in Toronto, you're still in Canada, you're still in Ontario. At the end of the day,
is that not?
The Queen still owns it.
That's
Queen
the
still owns
game.
Thank you. All of it, though. All of this, everything
Yeah.
we're explaining is part of the game. So let's move on. There's gonna be wars. There's gonna be conflict. This is part of the game. What are you gonna do about it?
Play the game.
There you go. See?
Shout out Justin Fidel Castro.
I don't agree with that. How is he?
Hey. Henny,
But
I gotta add you to Telegram so you can see this shit, bro.
I don't hear these conspiracy theories.
I don't want to hear them either. Honestly, honestly, you know what it is for me? I
Mm.
just love information.
This is false information. This is misinformation.
But yo, we don't know what's right information ever
That's
until
why
we're
it's
in those
ridiculous.
rooms.
That's why it's ridiculous.
That means it's all ridiculous.
Let's get into everything's ridiculous. And if you move with if you move with the perception everything's ridiculous, you'll never look ridiculous. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
yes,
I
because
get
you
that.
fit in perfectly. You can always talk to talk.
It's called neutrality.
It's perfect. You can walk it also, fam.
It's called neutrality.
You can walk it enough.
You don't
to
pick
get
a side because you don't know
take a
what's
side,
true or
you
not
don't know
until I'm in that room. When I heard the conversation,
I'm saying exactly what you're saying, though.
No.
I'm saying exactly the same thing.
We're talking the same talk.
Yeah.
It's not no double talk. Until we're in that room where we hear Putin say, "I'm doing this because this is what I really want." Then after that, it's all broken telephone.
He said it. We just don't find the information. He went to the UN. He literally said, "Yo."
He went to a public platform and said what he wanted them to hear.
No, he literally said, "You guys are on our like, my nigga. I didn't come to Canada. I didn't come to US or I didn't come to the UK. I didn't come to you guys' front doors. You guys are at my front door." See what I'm trying to say? You guys are NATO is like, I'm not telling you guys anything crazy. Like
I don't believe you are either. I'm just saying that you can't say what I'm saying is wrong. Ish. You can't say what you can't say what I'm saying is wrong. He went to a public platform and said what he wanted you to hear. That doesn't have to be the truth. That doesn't have to be the truth at all. He said what he wanted you to hear. That's it. Niggas always do that. It's just the media. You're gonna go use a platform to push a narrative, no matter what. So you can't say that what he said is true or false. We don't know. I don't know. You don't know.
You know his attention.
That's it.
I didn't finish what I was saying.
You don't need to finish. That's what she said.
Because you said that's not. Go ahead, Ish. Go ahead, Ish. Go ahead, Ish.
Nah, he was
Finish
just
your
saying
point.
that basically.
I'm daft.
His request where they had a UN conference or whatever, right? And he literally came and made some demands. Demands were basically, you guys need to pull your ships and shit out of like,
all these countries around my country.
All like the water right directly like attached to Russia, basically.
Yeah.
You know what I'm trying to say?
Yeah.
He's saying he's not going to America, he's not going to the UK and trying to invade them. They're over here trying to slowly, piece by piece.
Yeah.
Come closer, inch their way in.
Yeah.
And he's just saying, yo, like,
you
know what I'm saying?
You felt boxed in. Yeah.
You guys need to fall back. And they're trying to spin it and they're trying to control the narrative. And
I agree.
And spin it and say, oh, this guy's crazy. He's trying to attack Russia and Ukraine. Like, bro, Russia is literally this big and Ukraine is this big. Like, Russia, like, Ukraine is Russia. Like, literally. You know what I'm trying to say?
I agree with you.
It's literally,
That's the same shit I also came across, because like I said, I was my first instinct when all this stuff was happening, we're seeing the people that we know that are Ukrainian in our feeds. We're like, oh crap, this is crazy. Like, what's happening over there? Like, actually paying attention. But then you start to like, for me, I never actually pick a side ever, because it's like you don't really know what's going on, really, especially when you're not part of it. When I'm getting my news coming from social media, I can't believe it. Like, you understand, it's part of the game now. So when I hear about this,
Anonymous made a video. You see the Anonymous video?
no, what did he say?
Bro, Anonymous. Bro, I think it's a fake Anonymous video.
Of course it is. They're part of the game too.
Bro, Anonymous back in the day might have been legitimate, but now,
Nah, it's a media bot.
So you know about Q?
yeah, no.
You know about Q?
I know about
Q is that organization. I won't talk about it like that.
Anonymous, like we are.
Yeah, I know with the vendetta mask.
V for Vendetta, the movie.
But there's also Q and there's also the Cabal. You know about the Cabal? Yeah, we all know the Cabal. That's deep.
No, we're not going there.
That's wild. Yeah, that's where I'm at.
Please, let's
not
calm
with
it
this
down.
shit. You can't ever believe anything you hear. I want to be in that room. We have business meetings where we can sit down and say, okay, well, we really know what our intentions are. Imagine being that elite to the point where the decisions you make in this room affect everybody on this planet. Are you gonna go tell the people, the sheep, yeah, I'm about to slaughter you? Nah, you never say that.
No,
you can't do that. It's crazy. I'm not agreeing with it. I'm not saying it's right. I'm not saying it's wrong. I'm just giving you the perspective of media. Is just it's information. There's so much information. It's up to you to decipher what's actually true to you.
You see, perfect. Let's keep going.
And then
on
it becomes a belief.
Let's keep going on that though. You see what I'm saying about misinformation? You see how you keep piling it. For me, it's like, okay, we understand that we're in this game now. We have to get this information acclimated.
Yeah.
But now, if we keep falling into the trap of actually watching it, and getting into these rooms, and then they're just sending you more conspiracy theories, or you're just hearing more and more about these different things. You hear about how crazy more life is and how harder the level is of this game, right? You come to understand it's like that doesn't help me get better at this game. So instead, you start to hear about something. You hear both sides as much as possible. You're not going to go in depth, but you hear both sides, and then you start to back away just to see what's happening. Because you have to come to understand your position in the game. What is your position in the game? What are you trying to do? What is your end goal here, right? And if your end goal is to become part of this whole thing, you have to understand that now you're falling into this part of the game.
Yeah.
Seeing that's your life. Now you're going to go into it. You're going to lose some people, right? Because if you
no
take a
matter
stance,
what,
no matter what, you're going to lose some people, especially on this now.
Yeah.
So instead, if you don't want to be part of that, don't understand the full length circumstances of going into a social media platform and saying this and this and this on your stories or on your feeds and all this, because now the algorithm gods, meta, all hell meta,
The
you know what I'm saying? They're gonna understand because they're slowly getting more information about you. They're always building up their data. You see what I'm saying? So the bam checkbox, this person falls into this little social media sphere here.
Feed them
about this, feed them that. Now we got you. We can sell you this. We can push you that. Here, this GoFundMe page, and go to this, find this social media influencer, and follow these pages about this, saving this place. And it's like, you start to notice that's a little game that they run because they also control your minds if you're hooked into it. So instead, it's like don't pay attention so much to that shit. I'm not saying don't worry about the world, of course, but understand that if that's happening there, something else is also happening. And something else is also happening.
I think that ties into another conversation we had. So my brain works different. I just find connections. We were talking about competition versus creativity, right?
Okay.
Bringing it back to that for a second. When you don't tap in to the algorithm gods, and you're like, you know what? I don't have no time for this, bro. I'm gonna just do what I gotta do. I understand the game to a level. You guys are playing it right now. I'm watching you play it. Fuck that. I'm gonna play the game myself.
Yeah.
That's when you're tapping into that creativity aspect. Too much times we fall into that competition aspect, and these algorithms feed us that too. So you're watching everybody else on your feeds, and you're watching,
and they're making you feel bad, like you're not posting enough. You're not.
Yeah.
That's true.
Shit like that. You see what I'm saying?
That's why I don't pay attention to it.
Right? It's no point.
No.
You might as well just go in your bag, observe life yourself.
Yeah.
Live every day. Take that slow culture approach to it and create what you want to create. That way, people start watching you, and then they're doing the same thing now. They're trying to compete with you, and you're not even competing with them. You're just creating. That's it. So that's the beauty behind life for that.
I agree.
It's been like 30 days, but this is my dog. This is Henny. I appreciate you, man. Much love. Ish. I got a gift for Henny for his birthday and whatnot.
What?
You see me? It's 30
not my
days
birthday.
late. It's way late.
It's not my birthday.
I got you a little cigar right there.
Why
bro.
people keep getting me cigars? In the past
Got
2
you a little
years,
cigar, bro.
I've got more cigars in my life than I've ever gotten in my life.
Good.
And I'm like, okay, I'm old. Thanks, guys.
No, you're a boss.
He's like,
You're a boss,
you're
dog.
old.
Good.
Cigars, eh? That's my persona for the thing.
Good.
Cigars, glasses. You're writing here, man. This
Good.
is my character is being defined as I go.
Right. You asked for
It's
it.
part of the game. I'm telling you.
You
man.
asked for it.
I want
That's
you
what
guys
you
to
talk
understand.
about. So we gave you what you asked for.
We're not joking with this. I want you all to understand. I take this seriously. You're adding these things to my repertoire and saying this is the character I have to play. Okay, bet.
See that? Smell that one. Smell that one.
Castro.
How's that one smelling? How's it
Smells
feel?
good, man. It takes me back. It takes me back. It takes me back to Dominican. You know what I'm saying?
I got you a Cuban cigar.
You see what I'm saying? You imported this?
Nah, I went to smoke shop in Toronto. No, it was actually
Kenzo?
no, but it's a legit. No, it's not Kenzo.
Which one?
It's a legit smoke
Queen Street,
shop.
the Queen Street one?
No, sir. No, sir.
Those are the
You guys,
streets.
you guys gonna keep guessing? Or? That's what I'm
College.
saying. That's why I went to the real spot. That's
What
all I
street?
know.
What street?
No, man.
Has to be one of the streets.
This is on Huron, man.
Huron.
Huron. It's
And-
not Huron and any major intersection. This is a little.
Give
hole
us
in the
two.
wall, bro.
Give us 2 blocks away from a major intersection and a little further away, just so we
Nah,
understand.
I'm not
if it's
playing that
east or
game with
west.
y'all. This
East
is,
End-
What's the image?
I'm not gonna give none of that.
Close,
None
not
of that.
close.
None of that.
Huron.
If you know the smoke
What's Huron?
shop, Google is a powerful tool.
No, man. You
I'm
see the
saying,
issue?
but
We're
let's
from
not
the
do
city.
that.
We're from
Let's
the
not do
city.
that.
We
Let
know
me-
the streets. You
Let
have
me
to tell
just
us.
bless you with something.
I know where. I know that shit.
I've heard of it. I don't know where it is though.
Hell yeah.
That's what I'm
Come
trying to
on.
ask for.
It's like Kings. It's like around King.
It's south.
Nah, it's on Huron, bro.
Just give us a direction, fam. North,
It's
south,
there.
east,
It's
or
Huron.
west.
It's downtown Huron.
Queen and
You know what I'm saying?
That doesn't help though. What's your?
Probably Queen and
Don't worry about it, bro.
It's
I
on
got you a
Queen.
cigar. It's a Romeo and Juliet, bro.
Jeez,
The man said I asked him for a starter pack. So
I'm
I
on
wanted-
intermediate.
I
Already,
was
brother.
gonna give you the scissors.
coming in.
You know the scissors?
I have those.
You have it
The
already?
blade cutters.
I thought you have it, man. What were they called?
Huh?
What are they called?
I just call it the cigar cutters.
Yeah, that's what it's called.
Dominican.
How do I bring back anything? I'm asking for
You
a
put it
serious
in your
question.
bag.
You declare it.
Yeah, you just say I have.
I declare drugs.
No, no.
What do I declare it on?
Tobacco.
Hold on, real quick. If I bought something at duty free, can I not bring it back from the duty free over there though?
Yeah, it was
You
in
can
the
bring shit
airport.
that even you buy there.
Yeah.
You can buy tobacco. And
At the
just
resort?
declare, you just have to- yeah, anywhere. You can just declare, yeah.
I don't want to declare it.
You have to.
Why?
Because if you're allowed a certain amount,
The game.
over that, then you have to pay taxes. But if you only have like, if it's under 200 cigars or 450 cigars, you're blessed.
Why do you know the number exactly?
Because
He has no clue.
get
He
my-
said exact numbers.
I get my people to bring me back for this
Who are
shit.
your people then?
His people. Don't worry about his people, bro. Don't
He's
watch
from
that,
Panama.
bro.
Yeah, I see.
Leave it alone.
All right, wrap it up.
Don't touch that one, bro.
Let's go on.
Yeah, man. So that's a cigar right there, man. Happy birthday to my guy
Love, man.
Henny.
Love, man. See that shit?
We're about 30 days late, but
Jesus Christ.
this was in the plan. I just didn't stop by the shop, but I had to get this dude something.
So man.
Peace
You know
and
what I'm
love, bro.
There's always, bro.
All right, y'all. Thanks for
Uh.
watching the Hunters Club. Thank you for tuning in. Keep tuning in. If you like what you're seeing, hit that like, share, subscribe. Yo, if you have some great info to drop, you want to collab with us, just hit us up personally. You know, we got Henny Nose over there.
And he knows.
I'm Splash of Bailey's.
Splash.
Say no more. 444.
444 4 times.
That's it.
That's it.
And we out, man. Peace.
Listening to Hunters Club.
It's his. Every time he touches it, if you push it in more,